So hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So I'm going to make this video, so it's just about cold outreach on Instagram, okay? So I'm just on my computer here, as you can see the screen and all that stuff. And I've just got a quick little Google Doc I'm going to show you about how to, like, you know, make your cold DM, sorry. I think I said email, but I meant DM, so just cold Instagram messaging for IPGA, as you can see it's called the top here. So just getting straight into it, right? The first thing you want to do is to optimize your Instagram account, okay? This include, like, so this just means don't make it look like a business account, right? So when people say business accounts, they automatically assume that business account is going to pitch them if they're in the DMs, right? So you don't want to make it look like a business account, like it says here. It just wants to be a straight up personal account. Right, so you just want a personal account, what looks like you. You're just going to ask this person a question, you're curious to what they do or maybe what they have to offer and stuff, so they'll actually reply to your DMs, okay? But just because it's a personal account doesn't mean it can just be your name, okay? You actually need to add pictures, you need to add story highlights, and you need to do out your bio. Put your name in there, put your age, put what you're doing there, okay? Just make it look like it's you. Just have your account how you have your account for your friends or your family or whoever that is for, okay? That's what people like to see. People in their DMs who are actually willing to ask questions, so they'll actually reply to stuff like that. They're not going to reply to, say, an account what says, see my name, for instance, IPGA Media or agency, sorry. They'll see agency and the name's like, oh shit, that's just a business account wanting to pitch me off or whatever, so they'll just not give you the time, right? You just want it to be a business account under your name. So see me, my name is Ryan Davies, so I put it as Ryan Davies, few friends on there, few followers, few following, do me bio out, add highlights, pictures, all that jazz, right? Just make it look like me, so it looks like I'm interested in what they have to offer. Then of course, so like the way Instagram has it, you can only send about 40 or 50 messages per day, so you want to make multiple accounts like this, so just change your name ever so slightly. So I think I've got an account what's like Ryan Davies, and I've got one with my middle name, and then I've got one with like 2 S's at the end of me last name, so Davies with another S and all that stuff. Just make multiple accounts and make them the exact same, add the exact same pictures, the exact same highlights, all that jazz. Just do all that and make sure you've got multiple accounts so you can send as many DMs as you need in one day, okay? So that's the first part of your Instagram outreach, is make an account what looks like you're willing to ask questions so people actually reply. No business accounts, that's out the window, because that's what I started to do at the start. I started reaching out on a business account under the IPG agency, whatever the name was, and I had about 3 replies and about 100 messages or something like that, so it just wasn't great. Then I swapped to my name and more or less I got accounts replying within minutes of using that account, so you know it really is worth a lot more than like using a business account, because it's just not going to work for you. So just use a bit your own account, your own personal account, and that'll work out well for you. Then of course your second step is your niche. So I'm guessing if you're doing outreach by now, you've already picked a niche. That might be self-improvement, personal trainers, all that jazz. It might be absolutely anything, but just jumping straight into it, here is the script. Right, so the first thing you're going to do is start off with a simple question. So see you're reaching out to the gym niche or like personal trainers and stuff. Your question might be like, oh hey, then you're going to personalise it obviously. So then you might be G or GMs or something like that. So like, hey GMs, I was just wondering if. Then we'll pick the PT niche here, so personal trainer niche here, and our question is, hey James, I was wondering if you offer one-to-one coaching calls, okay? So this is a great question to get them engaged, because if they think they can get a client from your message, the one-to-one coaching call, they're going to reply just with, yes, are you interested in all this stuff, right? So this is a great way to get them engaged. It seems a bit like catfishing type thing if you think about it, but it's totally allowed. Like, there's no reason not to do it. So you know, just do that. Ask for your one-to-one coaching calls. Do they offer coaching calls, right? This is just to get them engaged, as it says here, okay? Like I see, it just wants to be a simple question to get a yes or a no out of them. And that right there is a very simple question. If they offer one-to-one coaching calls, yes, then they might add a bit on, like, oh, do you want to book one, whatever. And if not, they might just say no, what blah blah blah. They might just recommend someone or something like that. It's just something simple like that. A simple question. This is just for this niche. It can be for absolutely any niche. Even for self-improvement niche, you can ask this question. They might do one-to-one coaching calls on how to, like, I don't know, date women or something like that. You know, people just do stuff like that these days. So that's something, okay? So there's your example. Then I've got the follow-ups here. So like, wait, sorry, wait, so Oh yeah, so onto your follow-ups, right? Once they've replied yes or no, as I've got here, if they reply yes, follow up about pricing or any free spaces, because this way they're actually going to reply and keep a conversation going with you, because they're thinking that they can get a client out of you. They're thinking, oh right, this bloke, this lad, this lass wants to book a call with me and they want to know the prices. I can maybe squeeze a bit of money out of them. So they're going to reply to you, and like they might even bug you for it just to get you onto it. So if they don't, follow up asking why not, or just another simple question. You might ask them, oh, do you have any groups what you run with like-minded people and stuff like that, like it says here. Just ask them a question what's going to get them to reply once again, okay? The good thing about this one-to-one coaching calls question, right? If they offer coaching calls, then you can add that into your offer, or so like for instance, you can create a group and portray your one-to-one calls in there plus a program. So like that's kind of the thing where you can use against it. Even if they don't do coaching calls, you can add that into your offer. Or when you've booked them onto a call, you're like, all right, so we'll make a group, and then you can get one-to-one coaching calls from that. People will book them just to give you a bit of money. Then you can offer your product, okay? So like one-to-one calls is definitely like a good question to ask, as it just leads on to stuff later on down the line. It makes them think you know what you're doing more and stuff, how you can make them more money. So back onto it. So like once you've asked the question again, it might be a negative response, a positive response. They might not do coaching or whatever you've asked them to. It might just be a simple no. But after that, you're going to ask if you can pitch, okay? So as I see here, okay, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I reached out to pitch you an idea. Is that okay? A lot of people like that. Like when you ask if you can pitch them, they'll be like, oh, go on then. They'll just let you, because they've already engaged in the conversation. Why would they not let you pitch? They can't just leave one open after answering all these questions. They're curious now. You're in the DMs. They're getting messages from you. They're going to want you to actually pitch. Well, they don't want you to pitch, but they're going to let you pitch because you've simply asked all these questions and stuff. They're curious to what you actually want. So yeah, if they say yes to pitching your idea, just obviously pitch your idea. I've got a pitch down there for what your idea can be, so whatever. And if they say no, you can't pitch your idea, just follow up with, are you sure it's all for information? I'm just trying to provide some value. Okay, you can try hook them on with that. And if they say yes, obviously pitch your idea. If they're interested, they're interested. If not, they've just gained whatever you're offering them for free. It might have just been an idea for them. But yet again, this step isn't necessary. This whole step of pitching, that like asking if you can pitch, is not necessary. You can just straight up do your offer. Like I know it says here you don't have to, like it says you don't have to ask, but people do appreciate it. Of course, people do appreciate you just bombarding their DMs with an offer. So like, I mean, they don't appreciate it, sorry. So you know, it's always better to ask, but you do not have to ask. If you like, you can just go straight to your pitch, as it says down here. So after asking if you can pitch, this is your pitch. So it's going to go along the lines of, brilliant, well, I work with your niche, so say your personal trainers or whatever. I work with personal trainers and guarantee an extra 5 figures in the next 80 days. Oh, 2 seconds there. Then of course you're going to add some more, like, oh, would you be interested to learn more such and such, right? I'm not going to give you a whole thing because there's no point copying people. I prefer to just teach you it than make you copy it, because it'll just get oversaturated and a bunch of people will want to know about it and stuff. They'll all use it and all that stuff. So it's a heap of bollocks. Just make your own up, right? It's not hard to come up with an offer. Just see, oh, I'm offering this. If you want to guarantee something, as you can see here. I guarantee an extra 5 figures. Just because you guarantee it doesn't mean you are going to get it, but it boosts them, it boosts their confidence in you if you're guaranteeing it. You can even add, 60 days, then your money back after that. It just depends how confident you are in your ability. If you've had past clients, guaranteed if that's your results. It just all depends on what you're working with, really. So just craft an offer. It's so simple. If you go in the Telegram group below, I will give you some ideas for a pitch, what will help you a lot. So back to it. So once you pitch, obviously, blah blah blah. I work with what Nation guarantee thingy. Would you be interested, right? So that ask after you pitch, add a brilliant or a great, just something like, oh, thank you so much. It just adds that little bit of, like, you know, it's just nice to like have a brilliant or a great. It'll make them think you're good, whatever, blah. Then if you're just going straight to the pitch without asking if you can thingy, just be like, okay, I'm going to be fully transparent with you. I'm going to be fully open with you. This is a sales message or a cold message or whatever. You don't have to see that. It's just, you never know. So right here, I'm going to be fully transparent with you. I work with your niche, so like that's just whatever niche you're in. So personal trainers once again, and guarantee an extra 5 figures in the next 60 days. Would you be interested? It's just the exact same, okay? Just you're going to be fully transparent because you haven't said you're going to be pitching yet. So you're just going to be fully open with them. It's going to be nice for them. They like that you're open. They like that you're not laying them on whatever such and such. So just go straight with that message. Yet again, if you go in the Telegram group below or message me on Instagram, I'll give you some ideas for a pitch what you can obviously use. So once you've pitched your idea, they're either going to answer, say no, or they're going to say, what you call it, or they're just going to leave for an open, ignore you, right? And this is where your follow-ups come in. So the first follow-up is literally just a simple, hey, did you get my message? So even if they viewed it, they might have accidentally clicked on it, or they might just view it. You're just getting them to reopen that message and rethink their decision, okay? So that's all this message is, hey, did you get me message? Then if they don't reply to that, or if they do reply and just say no, like, no, I don't, I'm not bothered, just leave it. It's a lost lead. Then if they just open that again and ignore that, follow-up number 2 is you are going to re-pitch your idea. You're just going to come back to this. Obviously, you're not just going to re-pitch it, like copy and paste it. You're going to be like, right, I'm sorry if you didn't get me, I don't know if you got me message or not, but I help such and such, I help your niche, guarantee 5 figures in the next 60 days. You're just going to do that all again. You're just going to re-pitch it in a way of obviously where it makes sense in this context. Then if they ignore that, you're going to follow up with something funny. Just make a joke. So I don't know, maybe in the personal training niche, just follow up, hey, are you ignoring me because, I don't know, I'm not muscly or something like that. Just some shite joke that no one really cares about, okay? Or just a GIF, a simple GIF sometimes works. Just make a GIF surrounded by that niche. That often gets them a laugh out of them. That mostly will get a reply out of them. Then finally, if they don't reply to that or they don't say no, whatever, just your final follow-up is going to be an apologise and a call to action. So this means, I'm sorry for bugging you, but this is the last time I'm going to bug you because we're currently looking to work with some other personal trainer, whatever, and we've only got 1 slot available. This is their call to action. There's 1 slot available. You're going to make them panic about, oh shit, there's only 1 slot available if I actually am interested in this. So, you know, you never know, they might be interested, they might not. So, of course, either these follow-ups work. You can follow up 1 more time if you really want to. It's just, of course, 5 follow-ups is quite a few, so not recommended, but 4 often does do the trick. You'll either get no out of them or you'll get some reply, positive or negative. And of course, once you've done all that and they do reply, book the call immediately, okay? This is a very important step. If you can book the call immediately, the more likely you are to actually like sell them on whatever you're selling, because like, you've got the call, you speak to them one-to-one, it's just so much easier. Hello, you alright? Blah, 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 I'm offering this, are you interested? It'll be $1,000, whatever. It'll be a lot easier to just book the call, what you call it, secure a meeting over a call. So if you just ring them up on Instagram, get the phone number and like talk to it over there, like, oh yeah, so I'm currently making products for people in the thingy niche, are you interested, blah blah. See you processing like a slim way to where you can get them on a call later on in life, or like later on in the day or the week or something like that. Just some way you can get them to book a call. Just literally ring them up, second the reply, well not the second, but like within a few hours or minutes, ring them up and be like, oh yeah, this is what I do, are you interested, would you like a book a call, blah blah blah. And of course, book the call for when you're free and when they're free. You might have a full schedule, they might just work around that, and of course you'll be able to book the call eventually, because they've got to have a free time at some point, and so do you. So once the call's booked, it's all up to you to close it, I guess. Like that's literally the whole script. Like I will put this into Telegram group. I'll put in the Telegram group this whole script thing here, what you're looking at. I'll put that in so you can edit whatever, blah blah blah. And I'll put I'll put a pitch in as well for certain niches. Of course it'll be universal, you can use it for any niche, but it'll be a good pitch, whatever. But of course don't straight up copy it. At least change it a bit, you know. You can't just straight up copy someone and expect results, because they'll just get oversaturated and everyone will be getting that message like, oh fuck's sake, I'm sick of this, who's done this? So, you know, just change it up a tiny bit at the very least, because if you copy people, you're not getting anywhere. So yeah, that's all. Please like, subscribe, messages on Instagram, it's in the bio. Messages on that, I'll help you out if you send a message, or on the Telegram, there'll be a bunch of information in there what can help you out. Like I say, go on the Telegram, there'll be some surprises for you. This will be in there and some other things. But yeah, that's all. Please like, subscribe, whatever, blah, you know, that's it really. So I'll see you next time.